Hi, my name is Jared Mello, and this is another episode of Mello Mentoring. I'm in front of my hotel room today. I'm on location because I'm doing a job right now for political stuff, and I had makeshift create a studio here, so behind me is my hotel room, and hopefully the sound and lighting is good enough here. But anyway, I'd like to have an offer to give everyone here too. Like, I'm a coach, and I have some new slots available to help people learn how to radically respect themselves. And so an offer I'm giving is 5 sessions with me and you get 1 free. So you pay for 4, but you get 5. And that's about how long it takes to really go through my system. I have a system I put everyone through from, it starts with if mental health and addiction are a problem, followed by belief in themselves, etc. And I have scientifically proven ways to do this. And I got some room available for some more people. I include my email address in every video here, so check it out below, mellomentoring@gmail.com. I'd love to help you out. Now, today's video is preemptively about my book that's coming out. And in my book, Radical Self-Respect, Avoid Falling for the Same BS, there are 17 requirements I came up with to have radical self-respect. And one of them I'm going to talk about today. And that requirement is never give more effort consistently in your relationships than you are receiving in return. Now, there's a couple caveats to it, but let's break down why I say this to begin with. When we're giving of ourselves in relationships, right, we are literally giving pieces of ourselves away. We are losing our time. We're putting energy into something. And almost always, unless you make the other person reciprocate, they're not going to feel as invested in whatever kind of relationship it is. And a lot of people will just go along to get along. If you're going to give all of the effort, they may respond. But those are often the kinds of people that if you were to stop texting or calling first, you would never hear from them again. And in my eyes, that's not the kind of relationships I want to have, where just because I stop texting or calling first means I never hear from someone again. Screw that. I don't need that. I don't think anyone does, and you can't without disrespecting yourselves. Now, there are a couple caveats to this, right? Say someone's struggling, a death in the family, or some sort of mental illness. Okay, I can see times where you're going to have to put in more effort, and you're actually being a good friend, or boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, etc. by doing this. But eventually, the other person's going to have to start meeting you halfway. In my relationships, I try to match the effort of whoever I'm in the relationship with. And this goes for relationships with everyone, whether it's a romantic relationship, friend relationship, family relationship. I'm a little more lenient with families stuff, but eventually, people's actions always betray what their true priorities are and what they find important. So, we're not going to give constant effort if someone else is not going to meet us halfway. We're going to disrespect ourselves in the process. They're not going to value it. People want to feel like they've earned people's attention and relationships. So we're not going to give it that freely. Like, you have to make people earn it. Because if they don't, they just don't appreciate it. It's just the way it is. And I didn't make people this way, but it's absolutely how it goes. Like, if we don't make people appreciate the energy and the time we put in them, we're disrespecting ourselves. And hey, time is something that we can't ever get back after it's spent. It's one of the most valuable assets we have, our time. And there's going to be other requirements of radical self-respect about our time. But in this one, never consistently give more effort than you're receiving in return. All of the effort that you're giving, if it's not being at least reciprocated a little bit, is going to be energy better spent on someone else who is going to value you. But that's what learning how to have radical self-respect is all about. Learning how to value ourselves. Learning how to value the time we spend, our time, our attention, and who we spend it on, what we spend it on. This radical self-respect thing, it touches on everything. It's the solid foundation for our whole lives, learning how to radically respect ourselves. And one of them is, yes, we're not going to give more effort consistently than receiving in return. It's just not cool. So my book, this is coming out very shortly now, probably might start off the new year with it, 2020. See 2020 vision. Learn how to radically respect yourself in this new decade. Can you believe it? Decade. So please like, comment, or just tell me below what you think about this video. Did you like it? Not like it? Do you agree with what I say? Do you disagree? Love to hear from you. And with that, over and out from Wildwood.